Hello folks, this is a Sunday message from the Cathars. My name is Herman and my message for you today is this: how Cathars look at old people, what is to be old, and why it is so important that old people could live as long as possible for all of us. Now let us see it. Recently we all became witness of such stories that old people suddenly became an obstacle for happy life of their children, for their children and their grandchildren in the global scale, not particularly, but in the level of states, of different states, and for all the planet. And let us see, is it true or not? We will not start to calculate how much money countries spend for pensions of their retired people and for how much suffer the economy of these countries for accordingly to the continuation of life of retired people. We will not speak about this, first of all because there are other spendings of budgets of countries which are much more higher than the spendings for old people. This is first, and second, that it's a moral question, a highly moral question, and not everything is valuated by money. And we will see from the point of view of Arta, divine wisdom, who are really old people indeed, who are they? So first, they are first of all those who are carriers of kindness. If you ask every child who loves you more among all the people, and this child will reply, grandpa or grandma, definitely. Second, old people are those who mostly suffer and they are weak, they have diseases and they have not enough strength for their life, and very often they have no one around for their help, and they do not have enough their own strength for living, and they are deeply suffering. And old people are indeed those who are the most kind and the most loving, and they love other people without special other conditions. Third, old people are those who with their own experience accumulated popular treasure of wisdom which is in every nation. So old people are keepers of this treasure. It's a spiritual treasure, it's a treasure of life, how to survive for a particular person and how to survive for all the nation in general. And old people, they know how with their own experience how to overcome evil, how to overcome crisis and difficult states and succeed. Old people are those who will give you support and help in your difficult states, in your difficult situations. You can always receive from their support and protection, encouragement that everything will be good. They are very serious help for those who do not know life and who are young. Their wisdom, their experience, their kindness and love is a serious promise for all of us that everything will be good. They will give you wise advice, they will refrain you from doing not right things, and they will protect you from evil, not only with their wisdom, but also with that they stay on earth among us. They already, with this, give us protection. Accordingly to the statutes of Arta, it is very important how many kind people among us. And because of this quantity of kind people, our civilization can rely upon protection and help of kind worlds for all of us. And these kind people actually they have this sum of kindness of our civilization. So old people is our protection, is our kindness, which is in our civilization much more than people of young and middle ages. And I think that you can agree with me. So, as I already said, kind person is a treasure for nation, but kind person who lives long life, it's a multiplied treasure. Kind person who lives long life, he is a elder. He becomes spiritual elder, and this is treasure of treasures, which is in the living human heart and can be transmitted to others in such depth which is impossible to transmit with books and education by distance, or with computers, or with other types of receiving knowledge. Since the ancient times, and old people, and some not notable old man or old lady, lived and live now for us. Kind Heavenly Father, the very kind Heavenly Father, can grant us His smile, His kind vibration of His heart. And this is not just old man, this is the very kind providence of God. We can have a look to the ancient nations of Caucasus Mountains. They have thousands and thousands of years of their anciency. How they refer to old people. There you can see that the word of old person is a law for everybody, for those who are young, for those who are healthy, for those who are poor and rich, for those who have strength and power. But to understand this, we should become more spiritual, or just should become spiritual. And I would like to remind you what is spirituality accordingly to the Catharism, as a Cathar prophet and spiritual elder John Bogomil said that the spirituality is freedom, your freedom to make choice in favor of kindness. That's why, dear friends, take care of your old people, because they are really treasure which refrain this world from evil and from many other disasters. From one side, helpless people, but indeed they are our treasure and promise of success of our civilization and our life. Blessing for you for good and happy life, with receiving wisdom and experience of old people, and be happy. Thank you. Bye.